When you were around 11 or 12, did you ever quietly like someone? Maybe they were handsome, maybe they were pretty, but you never dared to talk to them. You only watched them from afar, their side profile, their back, imagining what it would be like to walk next to them. But as time passed, you drifted apart until one day you were just strangers living in different worlds. Nasha was the prettiest girl in the class. Both Leo and Ray had a crush on her, but neither of them had the courage to approach her. On the last day of the semester, while the boys were playing at the pool, Nasha, who didn't even have duty that day, strangely showed up. Leo pretended to walk past her and suddenly noticed ants crawling on her neck.
アリ。取って。え？取ってよ。
Just then, Ray suddenly popped up from the water, scaring Leo and making him rush away from Nasha. Ray noticed nothing and suggested a 50-meter race instead. Feeling guilty, Leo quickly agreed. Before the race, Ray said, "If I win, you buy me the next issue of Slam Dunk. If I lose, I'll go confess to Nasha." When they were about to start, Nasha ran over and offered to be the referee. The race began. Both boys swam as fast as they could, while Nasha sat by the pool, waiting for the result. Leo pushed himself too hard, trying to win in front of her. On the turn, his foot hit the wall and got hurt, slowing him down. In the end, Ray reached the finish far ahead of him. Nasha splashed water on Ray's face playfully.
安住くん、今日花火大会行くの？え？二人で行こうよ。なんで？5時に迎えに行くからね。必ずいてよ。
Their conversation by the pool was cut short, so Leo had no idea what had just happened. By the time he reached the finish line, Ray was still stunned by Nasha's sudden invitation. Neither of them knew that after this semester, Nasha would be transferring to another school. Her parents had recently divorced, and she was going to move away with her mother. Even though Nasha didn't want to leave, her mom had already given her the transfer notice. During the break, Nasha handed the letter to the homeroom teacher, and her departure quietly became inevitable. While the whole school was excited about the coming summer, only Nasha was trapped in the sadness of goodbye. Back in the classroom, the boys started arguing about fireworks, whether they look round or flat when seen from the side. To settle it, they decided to go to the fireworks festival that night and watch from the lighthouse at the beach. They agreed to meet at 5 p.m., but Ray felt uneasy because Nasha had also asked to see him at the same time. At noon, Leo went home with his injured foot, and Ray was already waiting in his room. They played video games together as time slowly passed, while cicadas kept singing outside the window. Meanwhile, Nasha dragged her suitcase to Ray's house. His home was a small clinic, but she couldn't find him there, so she waited quietly in the waiting room for a long time. At 4:30, Leo and Ray finally left to meet the others, but Leo's foot hurt too much to keep walking. Ray warned him the wound could get infected, even become dangerous, so he wrapped it quickly and told Leo to go to his family's clinic. Just as Leo was about to leave, Ray suddenly stopped him and told him to wait.
うちにナズナがいたら、今日行けなくなったって言っといてくんないかな。何それ？いや、そういえばわかるから。
When Leo asked what was going on, Ray finally told him what had happened at the pool. Leo asked why he wasn't going to meet Nasha. Ray said if he went, he wouldn't be able to go with the others to the lighthouse, but the truth was, he was probably just afraid to be alone with her. In the end, Ray decided to stand her up. After explaining, he turned and went to join the group. Leo stood there, frozen, thinking about the word ugly, and after a long moment, he went to Ray's family clinic. There, he ran into Nasha, who was waiting quietly. While the nurse checked his foot, Ray's father said the wound would only get infected, not tetanus. During the wait, Leo told Nasha that Ray wasn't coming. She said nothing. She simply stood up, picked up her suitcase, and left. After Leo finished treatment and walked out, he saw that Nasha was still waiting outside. They walked one after another down the street until Nasha suddenly asked him, "If the person I invited was you, would you also not come to see me? I invited the winner because I thought you would win."
もし君を誘ったら、裏切らないで来てくれた？え？いやもう。俺は、裏切らないよ。本当かな？ 裏切るよ、きっと。
After saying that, she walked away with sadness in her eyes. Leo stood there again, unable to understand her feelings, until Nasha suddenly ran back. Her mother had realized Nasha was trying to run away from home, and the two of them started chasing each other down the street. Nasha handed her suitcase to Leo, but a child can't outrun an adult. Her mother caught her, dragged her away, and grabbed the suitcase back on the way. Leo didn't want to let go, but one glare from Nasha's mother made him release it. Nasha clutched his sleeve, crying, but she was still pulled away. As her crying and her figure disappeared around the corner, Leo felt a deep sense of helplessness. Just then, Ray and the others arrived and saw what had just happened. When they asked what was going on, Leo suddenly rushed forward and punched Ray. Part of it was anger at him for not showing up, but more than that, it was anger at himself for being unable to help Nasha. As he walked away, one thought kept haunting him. If I had won the race, none of this would have happened. So in his mind, he began rewriting the day, imagining a version where he was the one who won.
のりみちくん、今日花火大会行く？二人で行こうよ。なんでって。5時に迎えに行くからね。必ずいてよ。
In the parallel world inside Leo's imagination, the person Nasha invited was him. Nasha dragged her suitcase to his house, grabbed his hand, and ran through the streets with him. They ran all the way to the bus stop. Her suitcase burst open along the way, clothes and makeup spilling onto the ground. When the bus arrived, Nasha quickly packed everything up and pulled Leo onto the bus with her. On the bus, he asked her where they were going. She smiled and said, "Anywhere is fine, as long as it's somewhere you like." He asked if she was trying to run away from home. Maybe if it's with you, it doesn't feel like running away.
それは心中でしょ。
Meanwhile, in the real world, Leo never went to meet the others. The one who went was Ray, the one Nasha didn't invite. The four of them walked together toward the distant lighthouse by the sea. Back in Leo's imagined world, he and Nasha arrived at the small town station. While waiting for the bus, Nasha suddenly asked him to walk her to the restroom. Inside, she changed her clothes. Outside, Leo waited, holding the clothes she tossed out. She laughed and said, "I think I can start working now. I'll just lie about my age and say I'm 16. A moment later, she stepped out with new clothes, makeup, and a completely different look, a stranger, and yet still Nasha, standing quietly in front of him. Only then did Leo realize something. Nasha's mind and the way she saw the world were on a completely different level from his, even though they were the same age. Next to her, he felt like a clueless little kid. When the train arrived, Nasha didn't take him with her. Leo had never seen the world beyond this town, so even his imagined escape was nothing more than wandering somewhere not far from home. In the end, the two of them got on the bus that headed home. Meanwhile, the group of four was still walking toward the lighthouse by the sea. Across the empty fields, Ray suddenly felt a rush of emotion and shouted out loud the name of the girl he liked.
俺は及川なずなが好きだよー。なずな三浦先生三浦春子先生春子水口ありさ
Back in Leo's imagined world, he followed Nasha to the school swimming pool. Even though it was already dark, she had no intention of going home. They walked along the poolside. Then, far away in the sky, fireworks began to explode. They stopped talking and simply listened to the sound of the fireworks blooming in the distance. Suddenly, Nasha stepped into the pool. She slowly lowered herself into the water.
信じらんねえことすんなよな。
Hold me like a friend, kiss me like a friend. Say we'll never end, searching for the colors of the rain.
なんだよそれ。なんだよいいだろ。
They never say goodbye. I will be like a friend, kiss me like a friend. Say we'll never end, searching for the colors of the rainbow. No, they never say goodbye. I will be near you. facing the world and through the gray, have faith in our head. Yeah. I will be able to
今度あれの2学期だね。
surround you. Melody never
楽しみだね。
goodbye. I won't be near you.
Leo stood by the edge, calling her name again and again. Then suddenly, Nasha popped up from the center of the pool. Leo didn't know that Nasha was transferring schools, so in his imagination, she would still say to him, "See you next semester." But in the real world, they would never meet again. The imagined escape was beautiful, but in reality, there was only missed timing and helplessness. After punching Ray, Leo went alone to the fireworks festival. Later, he ran into their teacher on the street and asked her, "From the side, are fireworks round or flat?" She said they were flat, but her boyfriend said they were definitely round. Fireworks are explosions, he explained, like scattering outward in every direction, forming a glowing sphere. So no matter where you look from, fireworks are always round. To show Leo the answer, they even asked the fireworks operator to light one more. And that night, Leo saw the most unforgettable fireworks of his life.
Hold me like a friend, kiss me like a friend, say we'll never end, searching for the colors of the rainbow. Melody never say goodbye, we'll always be forever friends.
Fireworks is a 1995 film about childhood and the birth of our first feelings. When we are children, we understand nothing. We are full of questions about the world around us. In this film, the boys keep asking whether fireworks are round or flat from the side, but the answer doesn't really matter. What matters is the arguing, the wondering, the searching. That process may seem small at the time, but later we realize it is what we call growing up. At 11 or 12, feelings begin to quietly awaken. You might have once liked someone without knowing what love even meant. You only knew how to move a little closer in your own way. Back then, you couldn't control the direction of your life. You didn't know that your path and theirs would cross only once, and after that, drift apart forever. Years later, when you look back, the person you once quietly loved has become nothing more than a blurred silhouette in your memory.